Okay, this is an experiment for sure. And this is Jeannie, and showing you some Trendy Tree products today. This is something that I'm just gonna make for myself, but I went by the warehouse the other day, and I thought about making a little cross for Easter, and this is a cross that I had at home. I've already used it like more than one time. I like to put things on it, take it off, and just, you know, use it again over and over and over. So I don't typically use any hot glue on things like this because I like to take it off. This is kind of new to me going live on YouTube, so if there's anybody out there that can see me and hear me, please say hello. Hey Lori. I'm looking at comments over here, so if you see me looking away from the screen, that's why. So as I get more comfortable with this, it'll be easier. But anyway, this is a cross that is about 24 inches in height, and the cross piece is about 18. It's a wireframe, kind of wrapped in twig, and it has a ring on the end. I've got this product tagged for you at Trendy Tree. It looks a little different, the image, because it just looks different. But anyway, this is it. No moss or anything on it. And then this is a Dogwood branch, and that number is 29363CM. It's just a single branch, and it looks kind of real, you know, all the way down the stem. This is a good branch if you just wanted to stick it in like a clear vase or a vase. All the pieces are wired, but it would make a good standalone kind of branch, or 2 or 3 grouped together, that kind of thing. So this is a good bit longer than what I need. And hey Vivian, thank you for dropping in. So what I plan to do, this is a real minimalist design. I was going to just kind of put the branch, maybe cut these 2 limbs off and kind of angle them downward and just use that single branch across that. And then you've seen a lot of the Easter crosses where the purple material is just draped, you know, over the cross. I wasn't going to do a bow. I thought that I would just kind of drape this ribbon over that, you know, kind of like that, just let it hang down. Now what I have is a gauze ribbon, and it's already sold out, but this is some that I had in my stash. If I turn my camera around, you can see this huge box of ribbon over here, and I've got a closet back there in front of me that's full of just odds and end pieces of ribbons and things like that. So I save everything. So it's always, I like using up short ends. So that's kind of my thoughts. A fabric would be better, or even a thicker ribbon, but like I say, this is for me. I tagged a ribbon in the products. I tagged the cross, the dogwood, and it's a grape ribbon, but it's purple. And it would do, it's a 2.5 inch ribbon. I think the one that I tagged is actually a 50-yard roll, so be sure to look at that if you were thinking about buying ribbon. It takes a while to use up a 50-yard roll, and I'm not sure about that. I didn't pay close enough attention to it. What I'm using is 2.5. So, and what I plan to do is just use this brown binding wire. It's just a wire wrapped in paper. It's brown, and it'll just blend in good with the Twig Cross. So that's what I was going to do. Carrie's at the shop at Trendy Tree. I'm doing this from home, or she'd be here helping me. But she's at work. And I'm just trying to get that sticker off. I spent an hour unclogging my glue gun. If you've ever had problems with your glue gun, it was so jammed up. I couldn't get the trigger to work. And it took me and my husband both. We just had to work on it, like, you know, putting a screwdriver in from the back side, and finally I got my glue flowing again. But anyway, all right, so I'm just gonna cut this in two right here, and these are some wire cutters that I have, and if I can't cut it with this, I'll get my big bush cutter out. Oh, okay, so that worked. Cut these two stems off. And that should be good for something. I'll put it in my stash. So what I thought, I would just take these two and then just kind of, where this was coming down like that, I'm just going to turn it upside down and put these two back together. Like that. I'm just going to take a piece of this wire. I could use a zip tie on that, but since I'm not putting a bow or anything, it might not, a zip tie will hold it better than this wire, but I'm afraid it would show. So I'm just going to take this wire and kind of wrap it around that. I don't think that would ever be noticeable. And like I say, this is for me. It's to go on my door or on a table in the living room, something like that. So I'm just going to wrap that wire around it, and we're going to go with that. So I was thinking something like that. I'm not going to go straight up and down the middle. I'm going to kind of let it kind of come out to the side. And then I'm going to take a bigger piece of wire. If y'all have any questions or anything, I'll try to look at the comments as I go, but if I don't see it, I'll come back to it later. And I'm just going to bring that around to the back and tighten it. And put another couple of pieces. This binding wire comes on a big roll, and the roll will last you a long time. It's at the shop, so I just wound me some off and brought it home the other day. I'm going to put another piece down here. And like I say, this is a real minimalist design. I have some white baby's breath and some greenery that I could fill in, but I love the dogwood so much that I thought I just want the dogwood to be the star of the show. Carrie and Taylor were just live a few minutes ago. They have a ton of new things that just came in. She showed some of it yesterday, and then they did some more of it today. Lots of new signs and florals and ribbon. Okay. And now I'm just going to cut off these longer pieces of my wire back here just to get rid of it. Of course, when I get ready to take this dogwood off and do something else, I probably won't be able to find the ends of my wire. Hey, Shonda, thank you. I feel like you are an old friend. I'm so glad you found me. Okay, so that's kind of what I had in mind, just making this very simple. And then I was going to take my ribbon. I don't know how much it'll take, so I'll just cut off a couple of yards. Then, if I put my camera up over my head, that would probably be easier for me to show you instead of trying to do it like this. But so that's kind of what I had. I wanted my ribbon to drape down a little bit. And then just hang cutting off the back, not too long. And what I was going to do to make that stay in place is just use just a dab of hot glue, just to, not much, just to make that stay in place a little bit. And my hot glue gun went off, of course. That always happens, something like that. But anyway, I can, when my hot glue gun heats back up, I was just gonna put just a drop of glue to keep that ribbon in place. And then we'll see how long I need to make the tails. I'm not gonna trim the tails. I'm just gonna kind of roll the edges up. Roll it under a little bit. Okay, so like I say, that's just really, really simple, but that was just something that I wanted to try because I love that dogwood pick. Some fabric, you know, some actual fabric would be pretty too, but that ribbon's gonna serve the purpose, okay? So that's it. All these supplies came from Trendy Tree, and like I say, I have tagged the supplies except for the ribbon that I'm using. The ribbon that I tagged is called Grape, and I'll check it. It's either 25 or 50 yard spool. I'm not sure, just look at it. But this is the cross, and like I say, it looks a little different than it does in the picture, but this is it, and then this is the dogwood pig, okay? I hope that you'll follow me on my personal blog. I know if you're familiar with Trendy Tree, I do the blogging there. And of course, you know Carrie, my daughter. And I have a personal blog also, though. It's called JeanniePence.com. And I hope that you'll follow me there, okay? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do more on YouTube Live. And I'll try to let you know when I go live. Thank you.